Hello everyone, my name is Zach Paulsonz. So a little bit about myself. I'm actually pretty young, so I'm 21 years old. I have a beautiful wife, I have a beautiful 6-month-old girl named Zoe. Graduated high school, I went to Lakes High School in Lakewood. I've grown up in Lakewood my whole life. At 19 years old, I got hired on Amazon in one of their new distribution centers, so I helped open that distribution center up. I was a supervisor there. I ran a crew of 50 to 70 people at a time. So it was crazy amount of people, fast volume, everything like that. I did that for a year and a half. I kind of got fed up with it. So I went back to my family's business. So Floor Traders come on right across the street. We've been doing flooring since 1921, which is pretty cool. My great-great-grandfather started the company back in 1921, Paulsonz Enterprises. And we've just grown from there. So a couple things. I brought a couple different samples of items we have. This is not even 1% of what we have there. We have so many different selections of all sorts of flooring. Anything you can think of, I probably have it. So let's talk about a couple products. So this is the style of wood that I brought in. It's an acacia. So an acacia, so this one is a solid acacia. And what's nice about this is probably one of our best sellers. It goes in a lot of homes. And we have a lot of different varieties of styles and types. So this is a solid acacia, so this is a natural wood. All the way through, all completely natural. So this product like that cannot be installed underneath, like in your downstairs basement, and if there's a concrete. So you couldn't install a solid hardwood in a downstairs basement with concrete. So there's moisture issues. So we live in Washington. It can be hot, it can be cold. There's variation, right? So when you're installing a hardwood of any type, especially solid, you'll see a lot of expansion and contraction of the wood, since it's a natural product and everything like that. So with that, you might see a little bit of gapping in between the joints and everything like that. But that's natural wood. An alternative to that would be an engineered wood. So this is the same kind of product. It's an acacia wood. So with an engineered product, basically you can kind of see it in the middle. See how there's kind of different layers of wood in between it? So this one has the natural species of wood on top and on bottom. And in the middle is cross-ply plywood. And so what that does is with the expansion and contraction, you're not going to see as much of it. Since it's a man-made material, they kind of design it so if you do have that expansion and contraction, you won't see as big of gapping from a solid. With wear-wise, I have 2 labs at home. I put a similar wood in the house. With natural wood, you will see scratching. So if you have big dogs with big claws and you don't want scratching, I would probably stay away from my solid or engineered hardwood. Just because you'll see those claw marks, you'll see where they run around. Also with some natural woods, you'll see lightening or darkening of the wood. So we have big windows in our house, and you can pull up the area rug and it totally looks different. So underneath the area rug where the sun doesn't see any light, it's going to be a little bit, it was darker, and the other wood kind of bleached out this little, not bleached out, but a little bit lighter. So just keep that in mind if you're going for an engineered or solid hardwood. That you might see discoloring, but at the end of the day, they're both great products. An alternative to that, so these are kind of 3 different ones. So this one, these are laminates. So these are basically high definition pictures of the wood. What's nice about these is scratching. So I'll take this.
Ooh, what are you gonna do?
What? You're not gonna get any scratch. So that's kind of like a dog's paw, right? If I did that on that, yeah, you're gonna see a little bit of scratching, a little bit of denting. With a laminate product, you're not gonna see as much of that. It's gonna hide a little bit better. It's also gonna not fade. So what they put in this, if you have a piece sitting in the sunlight for 6 years and you need to replace the board, you have one sitting in the back, you replace it, it's going to look the exact same as day one, which is really nice about laminate products. So we put so this one has like a hand scrape feel, and this one's kind of a smooth feel. And what's nice about this is this looks pretty darn close to the actual ones with a hand scrape feel to it. Which makes it it looks nice spread out throughout the whole house, because you can see the movement of the wood. You can see it's not just flat. But either one works, and we have all different price ranges, so we could fit whatever you needed in your budget. So those are some laminates, and then there's also another one. This one's just a little bit redder. So there's a lot of different options in woods and laminates. Another thing, do you ever go to the fair and see the steam mops?
Yeah.
Steam mop your laminate, steam mop. It's a gimmick. Don't do it. Why would you want to put moisture into wood? It doesn't make sense, because flooring companies, people like Johnson & Johnson and stuff, companies that aren't involved in the flooring industry make those products, and you want to stay away from it. With hardwoods and laminates, all you really need to do is sweep. That's all you really need to do. Sweep, 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 and no mopping, no anything like that. Just because if you have water issues, like in the kitchen, right? You're doing your dishes, you spilled a whole bunch of water on your laminate. If you don't get it right, if you let it sit there, you're gonna see swelling, you're gonna see maybe some movement in it. If you get it right away, you should be fine. I'm not too worried about that. If you let it sit all night long, yeah, you're probably gonna see a little bit of movement because of the expansion. So another product is this. So it's similar to the laminates, to the hardwoods. What this is a vinyl planking. So you think of sheet vinyl, put it in your bathroom, stuff like that. So this is a click-together form of sheet vinyl. So it has a waterproof core board, it has the vinyl on top, and then it also has a padding. So what that padding is going to do is going to give you a little push when you walk, warm the place up a little bit. And so this is 100% waterproof. You can have your whole kitchen flood, and click this up, let it dry up, click it right back in, and it'll be fine. So for like renters, homes that have water issues like with concrete and stuff like that, this is a great option. You're going to be able to get a long time out of this product. So you're going to get a long time with all the products I've shown you. Other than that, is there any questions? Shoot.
Yeah, when you talk about the laminate and
Yeah.
how it's a high resolution image,
Yeah.
the pattern repeat on that, what does that kind of look like? Yeah.
So I always like to, I went on a couple jobs to install, but we work out of 3 or 4 boxes. So there's probably 12 to 20 different variations of the pictures. So you really want to work out a couple different boxes and just look at the piece. Make sure you're not putting the same piece next to the same piece. Okay. Any other questions? Whole bunch. We'll start with.
I know the different prices.
Okay.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Okay, so one of the laminates we're starting at, I think it's $1.89 to $2 to
Foot a yard.
square foot. The engineered we're at, I think, $4. The solid's about $5, and then this is about $6.50. So it's kind of a wide range pricing.
Is it sustainable wood?
What do you mean?
Is it grown for the purpose of flooring, or is it
Oh, yeah,
chopping
yeah.
down rainforest?
No, we're not chopping down rainforest. Where we get our wood is from, it passes all the specs from that we need for the flooring industry. I know Lumber Liquidators had a formaldehyde issue, so they were making their own wood and they weren't up to standards in America. And so that's how they were getting the 30-cent laminate. So they're in a big lawsuit. We stay away from all that. So all our stuff, you can cut it down, you can make wood out of it. It's gonna perform fine in your house. We do all the regulations.
And you do tile and carpet as well?
We do everything. This is just like a little bit that I have. I have so many different options. We do countertops, we do tile, we do carpet, we do laminate, we do everything. Anything you can imagine, I can help you out. Yeah.
So you're saying you don't have to wipe this floor? What if I spill something sticky on the floor?
Well, you can like use like a little bit of rubbing alcohol. It's not gonna take the finish off or anything. If you spill something sticky, yeah, just a little rubbing alcohol, a little laminate cleaner.
Just use one of those,
I got grandkids.
just use one of those wipes.
Oh, okay.
Don't do the Swiffer wet jet, but like the Swiffer cloths, yeah, that's fine.
What about waxing, so you don't have to wax the floor?
Nope, you don't need to wax it, you don't need to refinish it, nothing.
That's my kind of stuff.
So you said that you, the laminates, you can print them out, right? Can you print out custom stuff? Like, say I want to have my floor look like water with bubbles in it.
That'd be cool, but we can't.
That's under what?
If you're Bill Gates.
I was late for a reason, right?
You'd have to buy a large quantity of it.
Okay, all right.
Go ahead. So this is, the purchase of the product, what about the installation?
So installation, we kind of do it a little differently than other stores. So we're not a middleman, we're not making any money on the install. So we hook you up directly with an installer that we've had on our list 10, 20 years. They're all independently licensed and are bonded. Their work's good for a year through the state. And that just saves you money, because you work with him directly. So you're gonna pay him directly, you're gonna talk about everything. He's gonna come out to your house, do the measurement and everything, tell you how much it's gonna be, tell you how much material. He'll give me a call, give me all the numbers, and we'll go from there.
And so that person would be the one in charge of like taking everything out of your home, like they're replacing the carpet.
Exactly.
They quote you the whole package that way.
And then they'll take it to the dump, they'll install it, there's no hidden fees. If you need furniture moved, it's all, they'll negotiate. Yeah, go ahead.
How many weekenders do we have here? I mean, you do a lot of work yourself. So, give you a little, me and my buddy Dave went in there, we went to Home Depot, we were doing a condo, 1,100 square foot. And, you didn't have any of it here, but it was like a gray, it was almost a gray, it was the, geez, I'm drawing a blank now, but, it was a laminate, and
Okay.
we laid 1,100 feet in less than 8 hours between the two of us.
Yeah,
It goes down real easy. We purchased the moisture barrier because it was going onto a cement floor.
yep, you want a moisture
So we
barrier
put the
on
moisture
that.
barrier, and then they have a padded moisture barrier so that when people are walking on it, you're not hearing, you don't get that clickety clack if someone's.
Exactly. So with all our products, which is really nice, is it comes with a premium pad attached. So if you go to the home centers, there you're gonna get a really thin piece of padding on it. So all of our products have that high quality padding attached on the back. There's some that don't have padding attached, but all sorts of different options of padding.
So it went down really easy, didn't take long at all. Have a good saw, that's the key. Have a
Good saw, yeah.
And measure twice, cut once.
Yep, do it yourself.
But it goes down real easy, it's great stuff.
Yeah.
And we sold that thing couldn't believe what we got for it, but that was the first thing they noticed was the floors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I've done a lot of laminate flooring, and the ones that I really like are the ones with beveled edges. So
Yeah.
It looks like it actually is kind of wood instead
Exactly.
of making it.
Just
look
all
like a
flat one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly. The bevel, I love the bevel. I think that gives it such a unique look, especially with the bevel edge and it has like a black outline.
Yeah.
So I have all sorts of
Add some
different
definition, and so I definitely go with that. Now, for the,
vinyl planking.
yeah,
Yeah,
so is there a way to, or is that just when it's finished, it just looks flat, or does it have the bevel?
some do, some don't. It just all depends. Some are glued down, some are clicked together, some do have the bevel edging, some have a hand scrape feel. It all depends. I just brought a couple samples that I threw in my truck. So yeah.
Just out of curiosity on the engineer,
Yeah,
I completely understand why they have the natural wood on top.
yeah.
Why do they have it on the bottom?
So what that is for, it's so, when it's expanding and contracting, it's not bowing. So you want the two natural species of wood on top and bottom, so you don't have a bowing.
Oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
We're starting to see a lot of the builders going towards the engineered hardwoods.
Yeah.
So how many times can these be redone? And what do you know about how they were manufactured?
So it all depends on the thickness. So there's some, that have really thin piece on top, so you can probably refinish it once, maybe.
If you're finishing, as far as
Sand-
sanding it down and
Doing a light sanding.
Light
You don't
sanding,
wanna do like a solid, they'll take a big sander and do the whole thing. If you do that, tell the guy that's gonna refinish it with, that is an engineered hardwood. tell them the specs on it and everything like that. With something like this, you can probably refinish it once. I wouldn't do any more than that. You don't wanna get down to the other boards.
Is there a standardized measurement or label that says, okay, yeah, the natural species of wood is 2 millimeters, or?
It all depends, yeah. And then how it's manufactured?
Yeah, is it manufactured just like regular plywood, or do they do something special to it, or what?
They do special, I'm not 100% sure on how it's all made, but I can tell you, if you come in the shop, we can kind of explain more. But yeah, they use a cross ply, so that's why with the cross ply, when they do that, it's not gonna expand or contract as much as like a solid, or if they all did it one way.
Can you put, ceramic tile on top of a laminate, or do you have to go with subflooring?
You have to go to some floor, I'll put sheet rock, or fiber rock underneath it, and then second tile.
Okay. Is that all part of that estimate when the guy comes out?
Yeah, so he'll kind of explain everything, show you what materials you need, how much it's gonna cost. I'm sell materials, he sells labor. Okay?
So something that's kind of cool about the laminate stuff?
Yeah.
Is it's not permanent, like the hardwood, that is nailed and.
Well, not exactly. You could float hardwood, or like this engineered, you could staple it down, you could float it, you glue the corner, or the edging together, you can float the floor. You can glue it directly down also. With the solid, yeah, it's basically, you're gonna nail it down. But with the engineered, you have different options. But yeah, laminate, you have a board that needs to be replaced right there, take a couple rows out, boom, fix it, put the rest in, you're done.
Yeah, we took the stuff that was in our house that the person who owned it before put in, but it was nicer than the stuff in the rental house, so we actually redid the
Strange,
rental
yeah,
house
exactly, people.
with the stuff in our house, and then the stuff we wanted in our house. Pretty cool,
That's smart, yeah, save money, easy.
So what's your role over there, and how many people do you have working over there? What do they do?
So my role, I'm a salesman.
Boss's son.
I'm the boss's son.
I just wanna hear from him.
So we have a guy that does directly with like new builders and manufacturing homes. We have 7 salespeople, and corporate office and all sorts of things. So we usually run a shift with 4 to 5 people a day. So we always helping people, always helping answering questions.
So if we go over there, you'll be on the floor helping people?
Yeah, I won't be doing anything else.
You say corporate office, where's your corporate?
It's in the same building, it's just in the back room.
Okay, and what's the territory, how far out do you guys go?
We've gone all the way to Oregon.
Oregon?
Yeah, so we can go kind of anywhere. We
Yeah,
actually sold, a couple days ago, we sold a couple some flooring, and they're moving to Montana. So they took all their flooring to Montana with them, so that was pretty neat.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
So what would you put on a concrete floor? Because our basement, all the floors downstairs are concrete. And,
how are their moisture levels, you know?
yeah,
We did ours in concrete, it's a concrete.
Yeah,
slab.
laminate, I'd go with laminate, or the vinyl planking. Definitely put a moisture barrier down now, just to make sure the warranty, and it's just gonna last longer if you put that moisture barrier down.
in one of the rooms, if it rains really hard and it comes at a slant, it comes down through. We've dealt with that.
You wanna fix that first.
Yeah, you wanna fix that
40-some
first,
40-some years we've lived in that house.
Seal it, you can seal it.
or carpet's awesome, it breathes easily, you shouldn't have a problem with anything like that.
You got 2 minutes.
Just get rid of the mold first.
Yeah.
So yeah, carpet, we have all sorts of different carpets in stock. And how that works is we get awesome buys on big rolls, and so we pass the saving on to you. We have all sorts of different kind of 2 tones, 1 tone, perfect for rentals, perfect for your own house, all sorts of different kind of carpets. Vinyls, we have a huge selection in stock of vinyl, so perfect for bathrooms, kitchens, anything like that.
Jack, do you think those solid back carpets for like pets are good versus the one that's more woven?
Solid back carpet, what do you mean?
I was at a carpet store and they showed me, and it's kind of like solid.
Soft back?
Solid, it's like.
It's got like a rubber
it's-
bottom.
Yeah, it's like almost glued on the back side, and the idea is that if you have a dog that, you know, has has a lot of mud or pet stain, that type of thing, won't go through to the pad.
That's really interesting.
They use that for a lot of like commercial, buildings, stuff like that. Residential, we don't have too much of that. We don't have any, rubber back in stock. That's mostly commercial carpet, stuff like that. We do have a line called Tigressa, which is 100% waterproof. So you can throw a glass of water and it's not gonna soak up into the padding, into the floor, into the subfloor, anything like that. But yeah.
That's basically the benefit of residential, I think, that somebody would want.
Right, for pets and.
Yeah, and another thing is with the padding, there's moisture barrier on top. So if you do spill that glass of water, it's not gonna soak up into the pad, into the subfloor. So there's two options. You can do the carpet or you can do the padding. So, anything else? Go ahead.
Another question about your engineer hardwood.
Yeah.
If you have a pretty good leak on top of laminate, it's toast. It's pretty much ruined.
Pretty much.
But what about the engineered hardwood? Is it a little bit better, or is it gonna be, about the same quality?
It all depends, you know, if you let the water sit on there for two days, even 24 hours, you might see, maybe less swelling in the engineer compared to the laminate, but you're still gonna have a problem.
What about the delamination? Do the layers come apart? Or
No, you should, that would be like a long time, a lot of water. This stuff's built to last, and it has 20-year warranties, all sorts of warranties. So, it's not gonna break down on you, it's gonna last. But water, in anything except the vinyl plank, it's gonna affect it.
So I know it looks so much better than laminate.
Yeah, it does.
And it's so much cheaper than regular hardwood.
Yep. But that's what I got for you. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation.
Great.
Yeah.
Um,